This episode, we find ourselves back with Mr. C and Mrs. D down in somewhere Alabama, hunting with a young man from Mississippi whose name is Brighton Tutor. Brighton, his father Channing, his brother Rylan, and even a deacon named Jackie came to experience a hunt of a lifetime. Mr. C and Mrs. D once again showed their generosity and hospitality with some good cooking, and after a full belly, we began to discuss a game plan and what this place had to offer. If anyone deserved a special hunt, it was Brighton Tutor. When he hunted with us, he had been through more health issues than any adult could have ever imagined. When Brighton was 2 weeks old, he was diagnosed with a genetic condition called congenital adrenal hyperplasia. With this condition, your body makes too little cortisol, and cortisol helps your body deal with the physical and emotional stress. It maintains adequate energy supply and blood sugar levels. At 4 months old, he was diagnosed with scoliosis. It was first diagnosed at 30 to 40 degrees, worsening to 70 degrees. Then his scoliosis was measured at 94 degrees. At his first appointment with an orthopedic doctor, he was diagnosed with hip dysplasia. It was after wearing his first body cast from the chest to his ankles for 3 months that his scoliosis began to worsen to 72 degrees. Casting him again, it worsened to 94 degrees. The surgeon was pleased with his next cast, but however, it was short-lived because Brighton coded the next day in the hospital. The cast was too tight, had to be cut off. He began to see a specialist in Cincinnati and continued to see him for 6 years. He wore a few more casts. After making little progress, he was placed in the halo traction and growing rods. With the growing rods, he would have to have surgeries every 3 to 6 months, mostly because the hardware became detached. Though he was eating normal, he did not grow much. Brighton then received feeding tubes to gain extra calories. He still ate normal, but received extra calories at night through his tubes. At age 2, he was diagnosed with severe hearing loss in both ears and had to receive hearing aids. Issue after issue after issue, Brighton's parents felt like this doctor had almost given up. Brighton's parents found a specialist in New York that dealt with only the most complex cases. After viewing his records, the specialist agreed to help. On May 6, 2020, Brighton was placed in the halo traction in the Morgan Stanley Children's Hospital in New York City. He had to stay as an inpatient for 9 weeks. On July 8th, he endured a very serious surgery in which 12 ribs and his spine were cut because they had spontaneously fused. Growth rods were placed and screwed back into the base and top of his spine. The surgery was the most intense surgery he had ever faced. The recovery was long and very hard on this little man. Brighton's father, Channing, said he is a smart, resilient child who loves everyone and is loved by everyone he encounters. The little man also loves to hunt, and that's why we're here, and we hope to see Brighton have the hunt of a lifetime.
What do you mean? So you got a pair of binoculars? I'll get you.
Dad.
It's the big one coming out this way. He's making a run. Scrape. Can you see him, buddy? This one to the right, the bigger one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. That's just like a big apple. I want him to get ready on this rifle because he's moving. Yeah, just have him cock it set up. Do not touch the trigger. Can you see that deal? Yes. Don't touch that one. I'm just having it. Can you see them?
Listen.
Yeah. Can you see through the scope?
Listen.
Huh?
Listen.
Okay. Can you see that doe right there?
Listen.
Huh?
Listen. Listen.
Get ready. See if he can get on it now. I get that blinds in the way. Okay. Just be still. Just keep aiming. Hey, watch this deer right here. Mr. Curtis. This big one's looking. Okay. Where's the safety? I can see, but here he comes. Here he comes. When he gets out there, he's coming right on top. Yeah, be real still. Can you hear me?
Listen.
Okay, are you aiming? Can you see that doe right there? Can you see that doe?
Listen.
Can you see the crosshairs good? Can you see the crosshairs?
Listen.
Look through the scope. See the big deer right there? He's going to turn. You see that big one?
Listen.
Can you see him?
Listen.
Can you see through the scope?
Listen.
Keep it right on. Keep your finger off the trigger. Yeah, watch. We're going to shoot this one out here in the field if he'll turn. Can Can you still see the crosshairs on him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just keep it right on him. When he turns. Is it safety off? Not yet. Okay, I just check. Okay, no. I've got his finger off the trigger. I'm on his finger. Safety's off. Okay. Because I don't know what he's going to do when this big one comes out. You see him right there? Wait. Can we stop him?
Yes, sir.
Wait, let him stop. Stay on him, stay on him. Don't touch it. Mac. Nope. Hang on, no. That doe's in the way. Mac. 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 Right on his shoulder. Can you see him? Put it right on his shoulder. Can you see him?
Yes, sir.
Put it right on his shoulder and squeeze the trigger. Come on. Good shot.
The hit.
Good, big son.
The hit.
I'm shaking now. Shh, just be still. Heard him crashing. I see. I thought he hit him right in the shoulder. He hit him. You got him. Get over here. He couldn't. Hey, get over and sit down. Come here. Get over and sit down. He killed a monster. A monster.
Oh.
You good? I think Daddy was going to have a heart attack. When he wouldn't stop. I know it. And I felt him trying to stand on his tiptoes. And I was trying to keep my knee under his butt where he could get
I don't know who was breathing heavier, him or you.
me. Once it got go time,
Well.
hang on, let me give him job.
It's heavy.
Very heavy. They're behind him.
Worrying doesn't do anything for you, except making your body produce more cortisol. Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Don't worry about anything, but in everything through prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." And that two-letter word there, "in," don't forget about it. That leads us to the answer. In Jesus. It's in Him we have peace. We want to give a special thanks to Mr. C and Mrs. D for allowing us to bring Brighton. They even let Brother Ryland get a chance to get his buck of a lifetime.
Ready? Ready? Yes, sir.
He smacked him.
Yep, shot him.
He gonna die. He gonna die.
He went down.
I can still see his horns.